In recent weeks, air travel has been in the spotlight for the wrong reasons, with a number of international accidents being widely reported. Locally, with no civil aviation incident ever having happened at Gibraltar Airport, we could be lulled into a sense of security. It couldn't happen here. Wing Commander Tom Harvey believes that being prepared is key.
We have aircraft landing at Gibraltar almost every day of the year, and we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared to respond to the worst case scenario, and I hope that it will never happen here, but events in the last few weeks, be that last week in Washington DC or in South Korea, have demonstrated that aircraft accidents do happen, and we need to be ready to respond. Our airfield fire and rescue service are mandated. They have to be able to be at the crash scene within 2 minutes from the alarms going off. So our speed of response has to be very fast, and we have to train to achieve that.
The latest training exercise took place on the runway, testing the scenario of a plane skidding, with casualties on the airfield and in the water, and potential environmental damage from fuel. The large number of agencies and organisations involved is a sign of just how far-reaching the impact of a real incident in Gibraltar would be.
I counted over 22 different agencies that were participating, and that goes from the really obvious that people may have seen on the airfield, our own airfield fire and rescue service and the police, both Gibraltar Defence Police and the Royal Gibraltar Police, but also to many different agencies that would be involved in responding to an aircraft accident or crash on the airfield. And that goes through to the Gibraltar Health Authority, for example, and the Gibraltar Ambulance Service providing first response, but also to the wider response, so kind of borders and customs and environmental protection and maritime and coast guard. All the organisations involved are actually exercising day in and day out for this kind of scenario. So whilst the exercise may have looked similar to previous exercises, some key differences. The first one is this one took place at night. It also involved casualties in the water, so it required a maritime response as well as a response on the airfield, amongst other training objectives. So it's really one exercise in a series of training events that we take throughout the year to ensure that we are ready to respond.
So how did it go, and have any lessons been learned?
So from an exercise of this scale, we're always learning lessons, and there will be pages and pages of lessons learned, and we are doing that process now. The headline, actually, the exercise went really well, and we had a really good response from all the agencies involved, and you'll have seen the pure number of people out on the airfield responding at speed to an incident of this type just demonstrates the strength of our response.